Ladies and gentlemen, before I go, let me say once again what a pleasure it's been to be with you this evening. I hope you enjoy the rest of the program. At this time, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce you to the governor of the great state of Maryland, a man who I think has participated in just about every Star-Spangled event we've had here for the past 4 or 5 days. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Martin O'Malley.
Well, good evening to our distinguished guests and my fellow citizens. 200 years ago, here in this place, and in the trenches that have been dug all around our city, the people of Baltimore joined together to save their homes, to save their city, and to save the United States of America. They were black and white people. They were native-born and immigrant people. But they joined together regardless of race or differences of class or distinctions of creed, and they carried the day. The Star-Spangled Banner, that giant flag, was sewed itself together by black and white hands. Hands of freedom, hands of bondage, American hands. Look around you. Look to the people in front of you and behind you and to the left and to the right of you. And you will see the faces of the first generation of Americans since those days 200 years ago to see and to grieve Americans killed on American soil, to witness our own president fleeing danger in our homeland of the United States, to see our government buildings burning and under attack in Washington. There is more that unites us than divides us. In 1814, on this date, in this place, one state, one Maryland, chose to step forward and take responsibility for saving the United States of America. And this year, together, we fulfill another important responsibility, and that is to help each other remember that our country often goes through times of deep division, times when it seems that nothing is working and that the odds are stacked against us, times when it seems that there is no way that we will see it through to the other side. But we all possess, as Americans, a power that is far greater than any forces sent against us or any challenges or foes on our horizon. And it is the power of the beliefs we share. A belief in the dignity of every individual. A belief in our own responsibility to advance and to defend our common good. And a belief that yes, in fact, thank God, we are all in this together. It is the powerful idea that from many diverse and different people comes one strong nation. It is now my great honor to introduce to you a man who believes in his core in the future of our country and its goodness, a native son of Delmarva, our neighbor, and a great American, the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Thank you very much. Governor, thank you for that introduction. Although I can't see the first row, I understand my friend Paul Sarbanes is down there and the delegation and Barbara Mikulski, and I can't see, but I know the whole delegation is there, but it's a delight to be here. And Governor, as Paul Sarbanes knows, I only have one regret tonight. I'm so flattered to be invited that my father is not here. For you see, the Biden family landed here in Baltimore in 1825. and was here until my father moved from Baltimore when he was in his teens. And matter of fact, my great-great-grandfather married a woman named Elkins, and they had been in Baltimore County since I believe it's 1627. And so the roots go deep here, although I've never lived here. I regret that my father's not here to celebrate tonight. Folks, imagine the sight that greeted Francis Scott Key staring through the distance at that flagpole 50 yards behind me, asking a simple question: does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave? That question and its implicit aspiration has echoed through every perilous fight America has engaged in through the past 2 centuries. Did that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave in the morning mist 200 years ago? Did it continue to wave 50 years later at the dawn's early light broke over a nation torn apart by a civil war? Did that Star-Spangled Banner wave over American troops in the trenches in France, the beaches of Normandy, the mountains of Korea, the jungles of Vietnam, the streets of Fallujah, and the Konar Valley in Afghanistan? The simple question: did that Star-Spangled Banner wave over 6 Marines at Iwo Jima, 3 firemen at Ground Zero, and 1 astronaut on the moon? Did it wave over an aging president at Gettysburg and a young preacher with the dream of the Lincoln Memorial? Did it wave over the Supreme Court ordering the nation's schools desegregated? And did it wave over that schoolhouse in Little Rock where brave children tested that promise? Did it wave on the shoulders of women marching for the right to vote? And does it yet wave wherever voices are raised for equal rights in this country? Does that Star-Spangled Banner wave over every embassy, every forward position, every ship, every man and woman deployed in the service of the United States of America? And does it wave in the front porches of families waiting out those deployments like my wife did, silently praying for the return of their warrior from Afghanistan? Does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave over every firehouse, ballpark, neighborhood, every town and city in this great nation? Ladies and gentlemen, Francis Scott Key's question persists to this day. Does that Star-Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? And to state the obvious, the resounding answer is yes, and it will, now and forever, because it does not just wave above us, it lives in our hearts, the heart of every American. We are Americans, and as every American enemy has, whoever faced us has learned, it's never, ever been a good bet to bet against the United States of America. Because we are one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May God bless you all and protect our troops and continue to bless the United States of America. Thank you.